morning, yo! Good morning, yo. You good? You awake? You happy? Friday! Let's start your Friday off with some video game news. A previous vice president of Windows sales at Microsoft recently claimed that Microsoft only got into the video game console making business to mess with Sony. You see, the Microsoft people were worried that the living room entertainment scene would evolve into something that'll take away from the Windows market share. And then Bill Gates was all like, hold up! Sony be rustling my jimmies. So they developed the Xbox business plan, which didn't exist to make a whole lot of money. It was primarily meant to destabilize Sony's stranglehold. Speaking of Sony, a Japanese newspaper recently reported that the upcoming PlayStation 4 will cost $400. If you guys remember, the PlayStation 3 was released 7 years ago for $600. At $600, Sony was still selling those things at a loss, and they were hoping to make the money back in video game sales. So if you're wondering why Sony or your favorite video game developer is losing money, it's because things aren't always what they seem in the video game industry. Really, the best way to support them is to buy their stuff. Links to both these stories in the description. Okay, so birthdays are a thing. Danny Tamborelli is 31 today. He was Little Pete from The Adventures of Pete and Pete. They recently held the 20th anniversary reunion for the show, and he's not looking too good. Half a Daft Punk is now 39. If you're wondering about the guy in the helmet, apparently his name is Guy. Seth Green, also 39 today. Mr. Potato Head is 53. And on a cry-hard note, adult performer Eric Rhodes would have been 31 today. He passed away in his sleep last June. This guy did steroids to keep up the body he felt he needed. He was a meth addict to help deal with his depression, and he was HIV positive. What do you guys think of porn stars? Do you feel comfortable fapping to people that are putting themselves at great emotional and physical risk? Do you think it would be best if they died young so they don't have massive regrets when they get older? Do you try to ignore the reality of the situation? Or are you all like, this desperation is so hot? Leave a comment on your thoughts. I just hope that wherever he is now, he didn't bring any of his problems with him. And for our final birthday announcement, tomorrow, sexy talented local comic book artist Rob Cham will be 23. Look at this, he made this. Today's joke is dedicated to you, cause I'm cheap and I can't get you anything. What did the mob want from the kids on the seesaw? Leverage. Okay, so it's Valentine's Day next week. If you want to do a Valentine's Day thing next week, you gotta grab a date now. So to all the single people out there, that's the mission of the day. Flirt. Don't tell me it's hard, I flirt with everyone. Though that hasn't actually worked out for me. This desperation is so hot!